people coming for this. I'm gonna give you guys a Purple Heart for your service. These nights get hella weird. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to speak for the whole crowd, but shit goes down at these shows. So, okay, great. Well, thank you guys for having me. This was really fun. I'm engaged, actually. Thank you so much. I say it for attention. I've said it multiple times when I do sets here, and he's right there. He exists, everyone. He's a real boy. I know, you're like, there's no way this little Jew actually has a fiance, but it's true. I do. I want to say that I recently engaged, but I'm not actually recently engaged. We got engaged January 1st, 2025. Yeah. And nothing interesting has happened to me since, so I just keep talking about it. Actually, but yeah, I'm engaged. I'm actually saving myself for marriage. Wow. Not this one, the next one. On our wedding night, actually, he's going to be fucking an American Girl doll with a pocket pussy glued to it. I don't think he'll know the difference. I'm basically the size of an American Girl doll. We're Jews. We do the hole in the sheet thing, you know. I told you guys it was going to get weird in the corner. Okay? We're starting off strong. Thank you. Is anybody watching the World Cup? Anybody interested? It was a great game today, right? I don't watch a lot of soccer. I'm kind of getting into it. I think it's really cool. It's a cool sport. And if it's okay, since I'm kind of new to the whole soccer thing, is it okay if I do a couple of impressions of soccer players for you guys? Okay. So this is my impression of a soccer player when the other team scores. Thank you. I'm going to need a volunteer for this one, and I'm going to make my fiance come here and do it, because I don't actually know you guys all that well, and I think this is going to be really weird if I get a stranger in on this. So just come here for 1 second. Okay, so this is my impression of two soccer players on the same team when their team scores, okay?
Oh! Wait, what?
Do you not see them almost kiss each other every time? That's why they play, guys, because they want to kiss. It's funny because, you know, the rest of the world watches soccer year-round, and now I understand why. It's a bunch of gay boys. It's heated rivalry times 100. What are we doing watching football? I think soccer's a really cool sport, but I do have the opinion that I don't know a lot about soccer, so if I do know who you are as a player, I do think you're too old to be playing. I think Messi and Ronaldo have to be like 100 years old by now. They've been playing since I was a kid. I feel like it's kind of like how people feel about LeBron. It's like, come on, Grandpa, you're almost to your room, you know? But do we have a lot of sports people in here? The next thing's not even going to hit if we don't have sports people, but you know what? I don't know why I thought there'd be a lot of sports people at the Canteen on a Wednesday at a free comedy show. I don't know where that was fucking coming from, but I'm gonna try my damnedest. So I don't know a lot about sports, as you can tell by the everything about me, but I try to have like just a handful of knowledge, just to like keep the reputation of women alive, right? Because I feel like women get a bad rep for not knowing a lot about sports, and I like to carry the team on my back. Just like Jalen Brunson with those New York Knicks. Woo! How'd you guys like that? You didn't see that shit coming. You were like, there's no way she knew that, but I did. So when I travel alone, when I fly, a lot of the time I just go sit at the airport bar and just have a glass of wine. I don't like to fly. So that's kind of a thing I do. And 9 times out of 10, there's a sporting event on. So I watch it. I would say about 10,127 times out of 10, the loneliest guy in the world just happens to be sitting next to me at the bar and strike up conversation. So the last time this happened, it was when Jimmy Butler was playing for the Miami Heat, okay? And I felt really confident about this conversation. But the only thing I knew about the Miami Heat was that Jimmy Butler played for them, and he was the only player I knew. So this guy strikes up a conversation, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna whip out my fact. Oh my God. And so I said, that Jimmy Buckets is a fucking stud. And yes, I even whipped out his nickname. How do you like that? So this guy decides to give me the telenovela on Jimmy Butler, and thinking that I can keep responding, and I was like, oh no. And I was was like, I'm so sorry, Buster, I gotta go. I think my plane's taking off. I'm gonna try and just hop on one of the wings and I gotta get out of here. That was it. That was my sports knowledge for the night. I got one more, actually. I got one more. Do we have any Brock Purdy fans?
Woo!
Really? Wow, okay, that's fucking crazy at the Cantiki. Brock Purdy, he's an NFL player. I don't know if you guys know, I think he's actually really hurting for money. He's doing collabs on Instagram with Pottery Barn. I feel like that's like a really new low, and also like he's like a really big Jesus guy, and I guess Jesus doesn't pay the bills. Hella sad. Okay, I'm wrapping up the sports talk, and we're getting into Judaism, guys. I told you to buckle up, I promise. You guys in the corner are getting a gift later. Yeah, I know. And I need to shout out to Lexi in the middle of the set, because Lexi always pays us, and I think it's very nice. And I'm not trying to like jerk my own dick here, but I did put in $5 in the bucket, and Lexi gave me 6. So you might be looking at the next Warren Buffett, because I just turned $5 into $6 in less than 10 minutes, right? So I am a Jew, been a Jew a whole life, member of the tribe. It's amazing, one of the chosen people. I'm very concerned though about contributing to Jewish stereotypes. I'm sure you've all heard the one of Jews being cheap, right? So I've developed this really toxic trait of just paying every time I go out with my friends, so no one can tell me that I'm cheap, and I'm about $700 in the hole from last weekend alone. My Capital One is screaming. It's like, what's in your wallet? I'm getting the fuck out of here. Actually, you keep spending money. People also think that the Jews killed Jesus. Have you heard about this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's big news, actually. Just today, they talked about it. Yeah, people think that the Jews killed Jesus, but I personally wasn't there. But I don't think that it could have happened, because we're a very meek people. I feel like we're kind of all talk and no game, really. When I go to Olive Garden, I can't even tell the waiter that he gave me chicken piccata instead of ravioli, and I just feel like that's not really like murder energy, you know what I mean? But I am a Jew. I love being Jewish. Unfortunately, there was a point that I didn't love being Jewish so much, and it was when I was a kid. Just for a little bit, and it was because when I was a kid, I was really ugly. And I feel like being an ugly Jew is like a double hitter, you know? It's like, damn, like that kind of sucks, you know? I was an ugly kid. I got glasses when I was in the 2nd grade, and this guy says to me, he's like, you know, boys don't make passes at girls that wear glasses. And I was like, Dad, I'm 7. Come on, Daddy-o. I love talking about my family on stage. It's really fun for me. I do kind of feel like that girl in the TV show 13 Reasons Why when she's like, welcome to your team. It is a little shitty, you know, ragging on them. But it's fun, and especially my parents. I'm going to keep saying how much I love my parents, because my parents are my 4 views on YouTube from all of this, so I will keep saying how much I love them and care about them. My dad especially is a very funny person. We went to see my folks a couple months ago, and we're having a great time, and you always think it's going to be nice seeing your folks, right? And then your dad remembers that Mamdani's the mayor of New York City, and the night is fucking shot. Yeah, nobody gets to eat dinner now. It's terrible. He's fucking socialist scum. It's awful. Yeah, you know, it's okay. My dad's at the age where he cares about everything that doesn't affect him, you know? And you're probably like, your dad must live in New York City. No, my dad lives in Las Vegas, one of the furthest cities from New York City. But I love my folks. I will wrap this up just talking about my dad. My dad's a very smart person. He's a very intelligent guy. And he's not a handy guy, he's not a car guy or anything like that. And I know a lot of girls like to call their dads like when they go to the mechanic and they're like, hey dad, like is this all kosher, is this good? Like do you think this is worth it, right? So I called my dad last time I was at the mechanic. And I said, what do you think? And he just goes, do you mean to call me? And I was like, no, that's so embarrassing. Oh my God, I meant to call someone else's dad. Oh my God, I'm so zany. Anyway, guys, if your parents are around, hug them, call them. Peace, love, and Mamdani, everybody. Thank you.